good trip up to Chicago. We're ready for some Blaze hockey. And I'll try to comment whenever I can, but I am by far not a sports commentator. So let's just watch some hockey. It's supposed to be already started, but it looks like we got about 8 minutes of warm-up time because they just now got us the pucks. We're also playing the Cougars this morning. We're supposed to play the T-Rex this morning, but they flipped them on us. So playing the Chicago Cougars this morning. And I'm officially stating that this is the coldest arena I have ever been in my life. Just FYI, if you're coming for the Chicago Showcase, this is where it'll be, and it's cold. Starting goalie in net today is Gunnar Zozel, and backing up is Nick Fryer. So of the moms just commented, it looks like the game is inside of a marshmallow. It is indeed inside of a marshmallow. The coldest marshmallow known to man. Brand new arena built by the owner of the Crush Cougars and T-Rex. There are 2 rinks inside. It's one of the big bubbles. Earlier I went outside to warm up. Here at the bottom of our screen, we have Mr. Hayden Wosick, Chase Bradbury, and Hunter Zuzzle, followed by Carter Murphy. I know it's really hard to see their names on their jerseys. Decided to go black because it looks cool, but I think I'm going to have to add some white outline to their names because it's impossible to see. Number 7, Mr. Mikey Brendage, there at the bottom of your screen. William Reeves. Alright, looks like we're about ready for game time. We're still doing some construction in this rink, so looks like the scissor lift is our official holder of the flag today. And we're hoping hoping that they were going to put bleachers in because right now there's very few places to actually sit in this rink. I'm told they're putting bleachers in, but I'm hoping they're in before the Chicago showcase. And apparently we are not gonna line up. I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah. Not sure they know what they're doing here. It's fine. Okay, we're not gonna do a starting lineup and we're not gonna play the national anthem. We're just gonna play some hockey, folks. Excuse me if it's a little shaky today, I forgot the tripod. First stoppage of play and our first penalty on the Chicago Cougars. Penalty was taken by Matthias Shelton. Matthias. I know it's Matthias. Sorry. Shot off by number 14, Danny Zarichny. Oh no, Sasha. Sorry. I didn't get caffeine this morning, so that shot off was by Sasha. Fumble and recovery there. Good job. On the ice, we have Carter Murphy, Sasha Zarinsky, Danny, Matthias, and Hunter. One of our newest players joined us about a week and a half ago. It's his first game with us today. Number 88. Stopped by Sasha again. I'd be making me a trip to a Walmart to find a tripod this evening. Away from Mikey Brendage, got it back. Takes it out. Blocked by the Cougars. Sent back down. Blaze still in control of the puck. William Stewart. Off to William Reeves. Be there to catch that pass. Icing is called. Back down. Make their way down the ice. Picked off there by Cyrus Strader. Breakaway here, and unfortunately Danny was stopped. Away there by Chase Bradbury. Down to the other end. Dumped in by Chase Bradbury, so the Blaze can make a quick line change. Pick back up the puck. This is Hunter Hirsch, our newest player, number 88. And yes, I know my camera movements are shaky. Sorry about that, folks. I'm doing this without a tripod. So hopefully I can maybe find a tripod this afternoon during our break. Shot by Hunter and picked up. All right, 11 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first period. We are at a 0-0 game. One penalty for the Cougars. Rejected. Sasha to Danny. Unfortunately, did not connect with the net. Connected with each other. Oops, sorry. It's harder than we think it is, folks. Trying to watch the game and move the camera. Play for the net off the post. And I apologize, I do not know shots on goal. Their scoreboard doesn't keep track of that. I can try to update you after a bit. One of our goalies that's not playing, keeping track of that for us. So. Will Stewart there up front with the puck. It's taken off of him. Recovered. Hunter. Start that again. Put out of play. That's Michael Sauer down there waving to me. He played for the Blaze last year. Unfortunately, got cut short with a broken shoulder blade. Broken collarbone, not shoulder blade. I don't know. Now he's aged out for the Blaze, so he's up here playing for the Chicago T-Rex Premiers. Great job, boys. Assist by Cyrus Strader. I think Mr. Caveira is a little bit happy about that one. All right, 8 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first period. Blaze up 1-0. Goal from Jaden Caveira, assist by Cyrus Strader. Blaze picked up that face-off. Over and get it back on their side. And just so everybody knows, I'm going to leave my phone and the live on during the break. It's just easier to leave it on than have to try to restart it and make sure it's facing the right way and all the other things. So during the break, I will leave my phone on. And that way you guys can see how much time's left before the next period starts. And icing will be called on that. Zone here. Luckily for us, we haven't played a whole lot down this way. Hopefully, Hunter's on his game. I know he is ready to go. It's okay that he doesn't see much action. This net's got an issue. Not wanting to stay down. Third time we've had stoppage of play for the net coming off the post. Hopefully they can get that figured out. There in front of the net between Chase Bradbury and Will Stewart. Will's taking a little hit in the corner there to pick on the big guys. And a shot saved by the Cougars. .5:58 left in the first period. Shot by Carter Murphy off the skate of Mikey Brendage. Clear that out. Once again, plays cleared out. By Hunter Hirsch, right into the goalie's breadbasket. Blaze. Let's see what we can do here. By the Cougars, Danny. There's 16 left in the first period. And that'll be an icing. Line change for the Blaze. Back down in the zone. Loose in front of the goalie. I have to say, if that had gone in, that would have been a pretty good goal by Micah Brendan. Nice try, boys. 3 minutes, 10 left. minute 33 left on the clock. Captain Will Reeves back to the other end to retrieve that. 1 minute left, folks. 1 minute in the first period. Shot there by Assistant Captain Daniel Zurinsky. 20 seconds left on the clock, folks. Stoppage at 16 seconds left. Take care of the first period. Score is 1-0. The Decatur Blaze lead with a goal from Jaden Cavera with an assist from Cyrus Strader. Leave this on so that you can see how far, how long you have before you have to come back and watch the game. The Cougars have 3. All right, shots on goal I just got announced. Cougars have 3 shots on goal, so that was a pretty good guess. And the Blaze are at 17 shots on goal. that would be your 2-minute warning for game time, folks. 2 minutes. We'll be back on the ice. Give you a quick tour, quick look around the facilities here. They're not quite done. It's a brand new rink. This is going to be a bar. Hopefully it's done by December showcase. Second rink over there. And a big, large area that you can see both sides. Again, not quite done, so there'll be some bleachers, supposedly, down here. But not yet. Here comes the boys. That's an interesting view. All right, Blaze, let's go. Fighting over there. Trying to get that puck loose. It comes loose and back in. sides action there. He lost his footing across that blue line. And the net's off on this side now. A bit of an overshot. They need to clear it back out. Look down by the Cougars there. Save there by watch out, boys, the ice is slippery. Nice pass from Chase Bradbury to Hayden Wosick. Unfortunately, that shot was blocked. Connection can't be made. Overshot and score! Oh, we got a little bit of scruffle, apparently. They didn't like the fact that Will Stewart decided to make that goal there. Come on back, Stu. A little bit of a discussion over that. We'll see what we come out with on penalties. That goal was scored by Will Stewart, number 93. Not sure who the assist was. Too much action there, but we'll see where we come out. Lots of discussion going on. Can't tell if they're trying to decide how cold it is in here or what happened down there in front of the net, but we'll find out here in a second. .22 left in the second period. Blaze up 2-0. See what the decision is here. Looks like Will Stewart's headed to the penalty box. But it'll be matching penalties, so number 95 for the Cougars also headed to the penalty box. And no, not that one. Thought we were going to get a second penalty out of the Cougars, but apparently that's a no. Still having a little bit of discussion over exactly what we're doing. Looks like the Cougars are going to have a 4-minute penalty. Decatur Blaze a 2-minute penalty. Okay, well, I think that 4 is on the wrong side. I don't know what we're doing here. I believe it's a delay on the box, trying to figure out how to work the system here. Okay, well, we've taken the penalty on Decatur down to just 2 minutes, I believe, from what I can see. Yep, Chicago's going to get a 4-minute penalty out of that skirmish. So we're at even play, 4-on-4.
Decatur penalty was on number 93. Will Stewart, 2 minutes for holding.
2-minute holding penalty on Mr. Stewart.
2 minutes for face masking and 2 minutes for holding.
And the Cougars penalty is 2 minutes for face mask and 2 minutes for holding. And Dane Chasm has broken his stick. Sorry, Mom. Great Dane has broken his stick. Still not positive on who that assist was for Stewart's goal. They didn't seem to announce that, but it kind of got lost in the skirmish afterwards. So score is 2-0 Decatur Blaze. Last goal from Will Stewart. 11:40 left in the time clock. After the first period, shots on goal were 17 for Decatur and 3 for the Cougars. I'd wager to say we're in the 20s now, and not sure the Cougars have made any more shots on goal. Maybe one. taken by Sasha.
Decatur goals over number 93, William Stewart, assisted by number 44, Carter Murphy, and number 12, Chase Bradbury. Average goal, 6:38.
All right, so friendly have assists on Stu's goal. Stewart with the goal, assist by Carter Murphy, number 44, and Chase Bradbury, number 12. Shot there by Daniel. Unfortunately, Cougars make that stop. And we're at 9 minutes and 48 seconds left on the board. 26 seconds left in this power play. That puck right at Coach Pearson's head. Don't worry, he's okay. Stewart getting a little bit of help there as he holds on. A little shuffling. Take back control of that. Oh, taken away by the Cougars. Shot down, Blaze stop. Blaze picking up a little bit. Cougars seem to be coming a little bit more alive. Nice save there by Hunter. A dangerous loose puck there, right to the goalie's side. Looks like Hunter lost sight of it there for a second, but we're okay. Flips it up in the air and out of the rink.
Cheers.
Pace has definitely picked up a bit. Boys are keeping me going back and forth here. Oh, right into the bench. Here at 6 minutes and 26 seconds left in this game. Blaze up 2-0. First shot by Chase Bradbury, second by Hayden Mosick. Both go wide of the nets. And we're going to clear that out and see if we can do that again. Put that back in there. Will Stewart with that puck. Take it away. Will's got a fan on the other team. Oh no, Hayden Wosick now got a fan on the other team. These boys are making friends all over the place. Apparently we want to cry a little bit over that action. Want the refs to do something, but let's just play some hockey. They didn't see anything. It didn't happen. Come out on top of that face-off. And we've got a goal. Danny Boy, Danny Boy number 6, assistant captain. Score now 3-0 Blaze with 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the game. Hi, Gio. It's Hamad and Gio and Sour. They've all played for the Decatur Blaze before and all aged out, so they came up to Chicago. Actually, 2 of those boys live up in the area, so it's a little easier for them to be around here. Good to see some friendly faces. They all play on the premier team, so. Bit of action over there in the corner as we got a foot race between Carter Murphy and the Cougars. And we're gonna get a little bit of hesitation there. Cougars are getting a little handsy. Let's remember that we are playing an elite team, and in the elite rules, the boys are allowed to fight. So they're a little bit more handsy than our boys. Blaze are ready to take them on if necessary, but instead we'll just send the Cougars back to the box and put the Blaze on a power play.
Chicago Cougars medical. Call on number 15, Harper Trader. 2 minutes for boarding at 15:49.
It's a 2-minute boarding call.
Cougars for boarding at 15:49.
Hey, Glenn, I'm good.
Number 6.
Glad to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. As soon as you said I had to put my bag down and go say hi.
Good. Good.
I just got here. How's the season going?
Really good. We're 5-4-1 right now. Good group.
I think the only player I really know is Carter.
Just Carter. Everybody else aged out. We're doing J16, J18, so. Yep.
How's Coach doing?
Good. Very good. If you say hi, Brian, he'll hear you.
Where is he?
Wait, he's in the YouTube.
Hi, Brian.
Ahmad says hi, Brian. I'll take pictures later. Yeah, because we're using the team now, we don't have to stream from back here.
Yeah.
So we've been streaming on
Peter
YouTube.
Penalty, call number 13, Jaden Cutter.
So where are most of your players from?
16:06.
That's good.
Where's
Peter
from?
Penalty, 2 minutes for smashing at 16:06.
No, that makes sense.
But everywhere.
It's really good to see you too.
See you, buddy. I miss you.
Good to see you.
Come find me and take some pictures. Of course, of course. Good. Be around. Sorry, I missed that the Blaze got a penalty shortly after that. I love when I get to see boys that have aged out of our program or moved on. And Hamad Khan, who you heard, he lived at my house for a couple of years ago. And it was good to see my boy. So I got a little distracted. Sorry about that. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. And another score by Danny Boy. Daniel Zolchevsky. I'm positive I say that wrong, so I apologize. But Blaze up 4-0. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. That is a power play goal, even though we were... Apparently the boys didn't like it none that the Cougars were turning up the heat, so instead we'll just get some goals. Oh, Danny's going for that hat trick. We're going to try. Good rebounds, but nothing making connection. Net's off again. We got 9 seconds left on our penalty, so we're still short a player, and we're at 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in this game. there by Hunter Zazzle. Take it down the other way. Looks like we've got maybe a high stick call. Blaze are going to go back on the power play for the last 1 minute, 25 seconds.
Decatur goal, his second of the game, scorer number 6, Daniel Zlochevsky, unassisted at 17-16. Decatur goal, his second.
Just so we know, that fourth goal for the Blaze by Daniel was unassisted.
16.
Sorry, pay attention. Stopping just short of the 1 minute, 1:05 left. Full strength on the ice.
Remaining in the second period.
1 minute. Great save by Hunter. 25 seconds left in the game. And I just realized that I have been saying Hunter this entire time. That is Gunner in goal. Didn't catch it because Gunner hasn't gotten much action this morning, but Gunner Zazzle, I apologize immensely. Again, I didn't have any caffeine this morning, and I got up at 4 a.m., so we're running on empty. Ten seconds left. For the Decatur Blaze. Gunner gets his first shutout of the season. The boys take away 4-0. Great job, Decatur Blaze. We'll be back at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time for the second game of today. And hopefully I can go find a handheld stand for this so I'm not so shaky with it. Apologize. We'll see you guys later.